Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent. I'm here inside my beautiful, luxurious, but not overly ostentatious Cape Cod office, coming to you with number 3 in our series on market preparation. I've already forgotten the word staging. Oops, I just said it. Anyway, we're talking about creating your own market preparation checklist. Now we're going to talk about how you structure your checklist. The best way to begin to create your own checklist is to begin with a house. It can be your own house because all homes have the same basic functionality. So think about the presence. And here's the order of how I structure my checklist. So the presence is defined as, what do you see when you drive up? So get in your car when this video is over. Don't watch this in your car. And drive up to a house or your house or any house. And don't even get out of the car, just drive up. What do you see? And start making a checklist. You know, trees need trimming, dead limbs, shutters hanging. I can see peeling paint from here. I can see overgrownness. I can see a cracked window. I can see cracks in the walk. I can see grass growing through the walk. I can see whatever you can see. What is the presence? I can see peeling paint on the clapboards. I can see a missing shingle on the roof. I can see, here's a big problem we're having now in our market. I can see those lichen stains. Is that how you say it? Lichen stains on the roof shingles. That's got to go. So create a checklist, 5 to 10 items that you see for people to check just before you even get out of the car. Then you walk up the front walk to the front door of the house. What do you see now? Are the weeds in the lawn? Does the lawn need fertilizing? Is the walk nicely edged? Are the cracks in the walk? What are the steps like? Are the bricks missing? Is the mortar missing in the bricks? What about the doorbell? Is the doorbell cracked? What is the impression on a buyer when they see a cracked doorbell? What are they thinking about the rest of the house? What about the lamp on the side of the front door? Is it full of cobwebs and spiders and dead bugs and yuck? I mean, when people look up, when they're coming to the front door of a house with their agent to look at the house and they see a disgusting light on the side of the door, what are they thinking about the heating system? What do they think about the wiring? What are they thinking about what goes on in the walls that they cannot see? They're judging what they can't see by what they can't see, which is a cruddy, dirty light next to the front door. Get it cleaned up. Make your checklist and then do the front door. Is it peeling? Does it need a coat of varnish or paint? A polishing? Is the hardware clean? Every single item here, presence, grounds, and front door, you can come up with 5 to 10 items to start building your checklist. It's really not that hard. Then go room by room. The front entry foyer, what do you see? Are the floors in good shape? Any cracks in the ceiling? Make your checklist. Living room, dining room, kitchen. The kitchen, you'll have a really long thing. Are the appliances in good shape? Are the, you know what, I'm a nut about the gasket on the dishwasher door. Is it yucky and gross? You know, clean the gasket on the dishwasher door. What about the oven? What does the oven look like? I can't believe how many buyers of high-end properties open the oven door and look inside. If it's gross, they're going to think, well, this is gross. I wonder what the heating system's like. I can't even see that. So just go through the whole kitchen. And then the bathrooms, all the bathrooms. Make a checklist for the bathrooms. You know, cracked tile, mold in the tile, you know, fogged up windows or cracked windows, new curtain, whatever the case may be. You know what, you've shown enough houses to know what should be there. Create your checklist going room by room inside the house. And then the basement and the garage. This is really important for guys like me. I have no say about any house that we buy except the garage and the basement. So I really focus on those 2 areas. And nothing turns me on more than a really neat, clean garage and basement. So we talk about, you know, vacuuming the floors. Do we need to paint the garage floor? Is everything put away on those nice wall storage things with nice hooks and stuff? What about the basement? Are the pipes a mess? What does the heating system look like? My market preparation checklist talks about vacuuming the pipes. Vacuuming the pipes. Vacuum the top of the HVAC system. When I walk in the basement and I see a beautiful, clean, vacuumed furnace in the basement, I think that everything's great. You know, so just make sure it's clean and beautiful. All the systems, look at everything. I tell in my market preparation checklist, take every bulb out of every light fixture in the house and put in the maximum wattage allowed by that fixture. This is not the time to be saving energy. When your house is on the market, forget about saving energy. Throw away all those compact fluorescent light bulbs. They're useless when your house is on the market. So put in the brightest bulbs your fixture can support. So this is how you structure your checklist. And when you present this to your seller, you're telling them, this checklist is based on my 4 years, 40 years, 100 years, the combined experience of 100 years in my office of people watching what makes the eyes of a buyer light up and walk through the front door. Nobody can duplicate that. Nobody can imitate that. It's only you who can talk about that. So there again, you can also add some checklists to there. how to prepare your home for photography. I've added this to my market preparation checklist, and I send it to the seller as a separate document so that when I get there, before the photographer shows up, there's less work for us to do to get the home ready. In fact, my photographer helped me create the checklist of all her little pet peeves of things she doesn't like to see when she goes to photograph a house, stuff I never would have thought of in a million years. Talk to your photographer, help create your own checklist. What has to happen before a showing? I mean, people don't understand this. And if you have a home with an absentee owner, it's important for them to know this is what I am doing to prepare their home for a showing. Just what do you want? Shades open, lights on, music on, lids down, quick check of everything, especially if they have a pet. I've seen some surprises on rugs and stuff, not fun before a showing. And then lastly, what documents and diligence does a seller need to do? Do you have outstanding orders of condition if you have such a thing in your area with conservation commissions? Do you have outstanding building permits that have not been signed off on yet? Do you have any zoning enforcement issues? Really check all the documents, the deed, the plan, the mortgages, everything you should have as part of your listing file. The seller can be working on this stuff with you to make sure it's all there. And if you're doing it, at least they know someone is doing this. This is one more way to set yourself apart from the competition. So there you go. All right, one more video in our series on creating your own market preparation checklist. Until then, do not forget to join me on the first Tuesday of every month for luxuryrealestateunplugged.com. Go to that website, check it out, log in, sign up, and I'll see you on the first Tuesday. Until then, make it a great week.